Welcome to the Show Me Your Workshop Challenge, hosted by LiQWYD Decor. That's me. I am fascinated by people's workshops, their tools, their organization. I love lots of little drawers and cool things. So stay tuned, watch my video, and also watch the videos of everyone on the playlist and subscribe to their channels if you haven't. Many of you know I've been preparing to move my store to a location in a neighboring town. Well, the movers came and they took all my stuff to a temporary location because the new space wasn't ready. I got in and started looking around the day of the move and decided I kind of liked this place. It just was perfect for me, for my paint sales, for my bridal rentals, plus all my junk was there. I just had paid the movers to move all my stuff there. So I literally feel like God kind of dropped me and all my stuff in this place. And in the back, there was this wonderful space that I thought would make a perfect workshop. So I made arrangements, and fortunately it worked out. And so I got busy. Thankfully, the back space was blank, so it was perfect for me to just get started and start rearranging all my stuff in the back. So I kind of went for this yellowy paint because I've been showing you all this inspiration picture, and I'll show it again to you. It's the background for the pictures that we've been using for promotion for this collaboration. But I just thought this warm yellowy tone was perfect backdrop to all the woods and all the colors and all the metals and tools. So, got it painted, and then with a little help from my friend Nikki, we put together these shelves. It was starting to look like a workshop. I had all these cool storage pieces, and this corner was a perfect place for me to put my tall lumber. I needed a desk, so my file cabinets and doors with glass on top were a perfect fit. I've had this table for a long time, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. I paid attention to all the little details like the cords, and then to load the paint on my retail wall. Lots of things were happening. I painted the bathroom, and I took some time out to do a little video with the gray medium, Joe Glass. So meanwhile, I had to take care of all the things that were going on in the store and peeling a bunch of stickers and so much stuff. Oh, so I had to get everything ready because we're having a soft opening on Saturday the 23rd, the same day our workshop video is coming out. So not only did I have to get my workshop ready for you folks to see and me to get organized, but had to get the store ready. So here's kind of what happened to the workshop. In the meantime, it suddenly became a mess because I did do a piece of furniture and I took time to do that video. So here's an area that I want to address. I want to remove all that stuff and relocate it, and that's going to be my on-deck circle. So I fill it up with chairs. These are old restaurant chairs, just waiting to become planters. That's one of my favorite spring and summer things to do. So I moved the things where the chairs were over into the corner, and that's a much better fit. Here's a trick you might want to try. Dry erase markers work great on metal file cabinets, so you can write yourself some quick notes, and they erase really easily. And the markers are magnetic. So I still have a lot of stuff that needs organized and put away. So I pick up things that I know that I already have places for, that are easy to put away. I already know I have a place for my brackets and my cup hooks. It's going to take a lot more time to get this really nailed down. Who doesn't need one of those? So I really do have a drawer for brackets. And I know where my cup hooks go. So overall, things are getting into place, but I still have a long way to go. I'd love to be able to show you a video where everything is perfect and in its place. But I just moved, so that's not realistic. I still have lots of things in boxes and needs to go away, but I am having fun arranging certain areas. I really enjoyed these little shelves that were made from repurposed bed slats, and they're perfect for jars of paint, and I love just seeing the pretty colors. So in deciding what to put in that empty crate, I considered these old spools of thread. And there's a whole bag of them. They're so colorful. It might not be a practical thing, but it's a thing that I like. Here's something that I also like. This came from an old bank, as did a lot of the drawers, but I just love that little file cabinet. So, of course, there's paint everywhere, and more of those drawers from the old bank. And I'm just really enjoying mixing things that I like to look at with function. Just love it. This is something that was my dad's, the drill index. So it has a place of honor beside the Shed's peanut butter jar that my mother told me I shouldn't put drill bits in. I have a cool setup here with my cash register. It's perfect height whenever I stand to do transactions. And I love all the old boxes. This is an old dye container, and I plan on filling it with pens that match the labels. That won't be too hard to do once I find them all. Behold, an empty cart. I want to keep that empty so that when I'm doing a project piece, I can have everything I need right beside me on wheels, and then when I'm done, put everything back. Here's the piece I made a while back to house all my tools, like my saw, my circular saw, my jigsaw, and also my screw guns. There's my big roll of chain in the back. I paid $15 for that great big roll one time, which was a super good deal, and I use it all the time. Here's a favorite storage piece, an ammo box that was given to me from the Keystone Pinups after we did a fundraiser at my shop. It's so nice to be able to have space to do things. So here's 2 molds I poured today, and apparently I didn't mix right because they never cured. Anyone know how to get rid of all that epoxy when it's not cured? Here, the support for a crib mattress becomes a storage piece. I still am working on putting everything on it with S-hooks. It's a good way to keep tools handy that you use frequently. In the midst of everything, I worked on my first furniture piece in the new space and did so much sanding. It was last week's video. So there's still lots of sawdust on the floor, and I just even love the floor. A woman I knew once always told me to have some tall, skinny storage, so I always do. It may sound silly, but I wanted my workshop to be pretty as well as practical. It might not make sense to some people to keep craft supplies along with their tools, but I use it all in my furniture refinishing, painting, mold making, even jewelry making. I'm doing it all in this space, so it makes sense to have it all there. I still have to make labels for all my drawers, so I know what the contents are. Again, here was my original inspiration for my workshop. I filled my workshop with my favorite things. Remember to watch all of the videos in the playlist if you liked my workshop I'm sure you're going to like the workshops of my furniture flipping and artist friends. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, how about giving it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends? If you haven't subscribed, you'll want to do that so you don't miss anything. Visit us at LiVintageDecor.company, and on Instagram we're LiVintageDecor, and on Facebook we're LiVintageDecor Altoona. Stay well.